Tigers have the top of the order, the big hitters lined up to face the new pitcher, Sergio Romo, coming in for the Giants bullpen. The other change for the Giants, Joaquin Arias is into play third base defensively, so the Giants get a little upgrade there on defense to try to protect the 4-3 lead. And Mike Sergio Romo, who has emerged this postseason. Giants fans certainly know all about Romo, the success he's had over these last several years, but as he's taken on this closer role, I think he has blossomed even more so, and he's got 3 outs to get here for a World Series title.
Now, you might say that he was bred to do this. He came up through the Giants minor league system. He was the closer everywhere, and he kind of worked himself up the ladder as it became a bullpen by committee. Late in the year, he was the guy that became most consistent, who really thrived in that 9th inning situation, loved the pressure. And now he gets the biggest pressure inning of all, the inning that could possibly end the baseball season, and it's not going to be an easy one. As you pointed out, the top of the Tigers lineup is coming right at him. It's going to be Jackson, Garcia, and then, of course, the Triple Crown winner, Cabrera. But if you ask Bruce Bochy as to how you would describe Sergio Romo, he'd tell you he's got more guts than stuff, and he's got good stuff. For Romo, he's got 4 looks he'll give you. He's got the fastball that'll be right around 90. That's the 4-seamer. He's got the no-dot slider, which is what his reputation is built around. And against lefties, he's got a good sinking fastball and a changeup. Go get him.
And critical to get this first hitter, Austin Jackson, who all year long has been so key for the Tigers' offense. The ability to get on base, ability to hit with extra base power, and then the speed to run the bases once he gets there. Garcia due next, but Don Kelly, a left-handed hitter, has come out into the on-deck circle. 4-3 Giants here in the last of the 10th. Romo ready to go, and Romo pitches. Jackson takes a strike on the outside. A first pitch slider. It's 0-1.
And perfect location with the slider.
Kane 7 innings. Affeldt an inning and 2/3. Casilla 1/3 of an inning. 0-1 to Jackson. Now Romo in, and the pitch, a slider with a huge snap to it, misses outside. 1-1.
Bad news on Omar Infante, who got hit by that pitch, and he knew immediately that it was bad. The word from the Tigers clubhouse is that he suffered a non-displaced fracture of the 5th metatarsal on his left hand.
The pitch, and Jackson hits one foul. Now it's 1-2. Well, the Giants are hopeful that that's not a factor, that Infante will miss the rest of this series, but that the series will end right now. The Giants are 3 outs away from finishing off the Tigers. Kelly on deck, and then it will be Miguel Cabrera. Sergio Romo in to pitch for the Giants. 4-3 here in the 10th. 1-2 to Austin Jackson. Romo ready. And his pitch on the way is a slider, and he struck him out swinging. So Jackson goes down 1 away, and Romo gets the Tigers' leadoff man.
And that keeps speed off the base pass. And, of course, it was just slider, slider, slider. 4 pitches, all sliders, but the last one perhaps his best one, his quickest breaking one. And he put it in a perfect position. It fell out of the strike zone. He got Jackson to chase.
So now Kelly will hit to get the left-handed hitter against the righty Romo in place of Garcia. We have not seen much of Don Kelly, who's really been a utility man for the Tigers for the last few years. We have not seen much of him in this World Series. Faces Romo here, the first pitch, and he swings and misses. A sinker from Romo, strike 1.
And they know Kelly likes that first pitch. They started that sink at the bottom, let it drop out of the zone. He went right after it.
Giants 4, Tigers 3. Bottom of the 10th in Detroit. Game 4 of the World Series. The Giants are 2 outs away. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it is low. He went back with the sinker, and Kelly took it this time. Ball 1. The Giants, who won in 2010 with Brian Wilson on the mound for the final outs in Texas. A different beard out there here at Comerica Park. It's Romo. The 1-1. And Kelly started to swing. Did he hold up? Yes, he did on appeal. Said the third base umpire. The crew chief for this World Series, Jerry Davis. Ball 2.
Kelly's a low ball hitter, tall hitter, left-handed swing, kind of a classic swing. More comfortable with pitches down around the knees than than up around the belt. You have to be careful when you're tinkering down around the knees.
The 2-1 pitch. Kelly swings and misses. Strike 2.
He is walking such a fine line. This one he elevated just a little bit above the legs, and then the sink looked almost like a left-handed slider. Big-time movement from Romo on that sinker.
And I think one added weapon for Romo this year, the sink on the sinker has gotten better, gotten more effective. It's made him a better pitcher. Kelly with the count 2-2, waiting. Romo pitches. And Kelly goes down swinging. Romo strikes him out with another nasty sinker, and the Giants are 1 out away. 2 down here in the 10th. The 1 out, though, they'll have to get through Miguel Cabrera, the Triple Crown winner in the American League this year. The final chance for the Tigers here in 2012. Cabrera's, whose 2-run home run put the Tigers ahead in the 3rd. His only hit in this game, he's 1 for 3. So it's Romo against Cabrera with the World Series on the line. 4-3 Giants in the bottom of the 10th. And Romo ready to go. Sergio Romo pitches. Cabrera takes a strike on the inside. The slider for a called strike 1.
And that was a quality pitch. He is really snapping off that slide ball right now.
2 outs, bases empty in the 10th. Giants 4, Tigers 3. Cabrera waiting. Romo with the pitch. And Cabrera takes outside. The slider misses away. Ball 1. Giants players bouncing around in the dugout. Bruce Bochy is pacing around. Arias, the third baseman, guarding the line. Belt is playing well off the line at first. The outfield for the Giants is extremely deep. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Romo. Cabrera swings and misses. A slider, strike 2, and the Giants are 1 strike away now.
And Romo steps off the rubber. He's going to come back up. His usual routine from the first base side. Walks in, plants his foot on the first base side of the rubber.
The great Miguel Cabrera at the plate. 1-2 from Romo. He's ready. And Romo's pitch on the way. Cabrera takes down and away that slider. And he took it for ball 2. The wind, according to the flags up above Comerica Park, still blowing fiercely out toward right field. The Giants are a strike away from a World Series championship. Romo looking in for the sign from his catcher, Posey. He has what he wants. Cabrera waiting. 2-2. Romo pitches. And Cabrera fouls one right off the end of his bat off to the right.
I wouldn't advise going back up there again. Right now, if you miss with the way this ball carries to right field, you don't want to miss up away, because that's one he'll take that way.
Now, really, the big moment of the game for the Tigers at the plate was Cabrera just flipping one out with the wind to right field. 2-2 the count. Romo shakes off Posey. Now has the one he likes. Romo's 2-2 pitch on the way. Cabrera takes strike 3 called. And the Giants have won the World Series in Detroit. And the celebration begins as the Giants mob the mound. Cabrera strikes out looking to end it. And not only have the Giants won the World Series, they have swept the Tigers in 4 games in dominant fashion. And it's the 2nd World Series title for the Giants in the last 3 seasons. It's Romo who gets the final out. And he gets the great Miguel Cabrera to win it for the Giants. And the celebration begins here in Detroit, and we can only imagine how the celebration has begun back in San Francisco.
Oh, and Miguel Cabrera is still looking for a slider. Unbelievable. Fitting as to how this season would end. Improbable, impossible. This group has done what the baseball analysts and scouts have said they could not do, and they did it in 4 games. Partner, congratulations. And congratulations to everybody out there in the Giants Nation. My word, is this exciting.
Well, 2010 was the first time in so long, but 2012 for the Giants, a season that had so many ups and downs, the second World Series title in 3 years. And in some ways, John, perhaps cements this Giants team, this Giants franchise in history as they sweep the Tigers here in Detroit and win in extra innings here in Game 4 tonight. 4-3 the final score.
2 in 3 years after no pennants, no World Series titles in 52 years, and now the Giants are making it a regular occurrence. No Giants team going all the way back to the late 30s has ever won 2 World Series in such a short period of time. The 36 and 37 Giants won back-to-back. But Sergio Romo, talk about putting an exclamation point on his job as closer. He never allowed a base runner in 3 games against the Tigers, and then in the clinching game, he strikes out the side in the 9th inning, and that after the 3rd strikeout, and the Giants were the champions of the baseball world.
Well, I think the one guy that probably enjoyed it just as much as Romo was Brian Wilson, getting a chance to watch Romo do what he did 2 years ago, and this is truly extraordinary. Who'd have thought? But the only thing I kind of chuckled, I saw Justin Verlander. He was supposed to pitch 3 times in this series. He pitched once.
Verlander, and they beat him in Game 1, and really all of their starters pitched better ball games in this World Series. The one guy the Giants really roughed up was Verlander in Game 1, which kind of turned this whole thing